Hi everyone, Brenda Lane here. I'm going to present my creative project on dissociative identity disorder, also known as multiple personality disorder. Our text often references it as DID. I chose this disorder to bring awareness of the importance of treating the entire family and not just the patient. I chose to deliver the information on this disorder in the form of poetry. My poem is written from a child's perspective. It is about a daughter who lives with her mom who suffers from this disorder. My poem's title is Dissociative Identity Disorder from a Child's Perspective. If I were going to publish this, I would probably title it something like, Are You My Mommy Today? The key understandings about this disorder is that it usually develops and often develops from a personal tragedy or traumatic event. Alternate personalities come out to protect the host by handling issue that the host is not willing or able to handle. This is a condition in which two or more personality states exist in the same person. This poem will add depth, insight, and awareness about children living with the parents who suffer from this disorder. My process that brought me to this conclusion and how to present this disorder in poetry form was that all of the disorders that we have studied this semester have one thing that kept coming to the forefront of my mind, and that's how does the family function when one member suffers from a disorder. The children kept coming to my mind and how they could possibly cope with a parent who is sick. The videos that I watched showed tremendous amount of dramatic change within the family at the onset of a disorder in one of the family members. The video I watched showed tremendous amount of dramatic change. The stress is unbearable at best. Anger, fear, frustration, helplessness, hopelessness are a few descriptions that seem appropriate. My poem delivers that insanity and an adoption of a coping skill for the child. So without further ado, here is my poem. It was shortly after my dad went away, my mom began to change. She went from being my loving mom to someone very strange. For 3 long years, when I awake, I lay in bed to hear, who is in my house? Who will I have to be? And will I be welcome here? The silence brings hope and a smile to my face. I excitedly make my way. I stop at the door of the room where she sits and whisper, Are you my mother today? When my mother appears, I run to her arms and my heart will fill with joy. But when Danny is here, I'm the neighbor kid who plays with her son named Troy. I quickly know to leave the room. I must go change my clothes. From pink to blue, from lace to denim, from Lila to Troy I go. It's easier this way to change who I am than to constantly be sent out looking for a boy and reporting back and letting her know where he went. One day I got things all messed up. I entered the room as Troy. My mom, she gasped and questioned me. I said, I'm your little boy. She started to cry and I got mad. I yelled, Where is my mom? You bring her out, you crazy witch, or Lila's life is gone. Danny appeared and scolded me for being rude to her host. I apologized and hugged my mom. I loved her so the most. Insanity is real. We all learn to cope, and I try to understand. Until tomorrow, when I awake and see who the me is planned. Thank you all.